jobs are shady. And let me tell you why. So, I took this one job that I'm at right now, that I'm getting laid off today at. And I came from a job making $35 an hour. I worked other jobs making $28 an hour. And so, basically, the ad to this job said they were willing to pay, I think it was like $26 to $36 an hour. So I said to myself, well, that makes sense because you're a chap making $35 an hour right now. So, you know, it's not crazy to take this job and talk to somebody about making up to $36 an hour. So I talked to a recruiting guy or whatever, various conversations, 3 phone calls. Yeah, we should have no problem meeting your salary needs of, you know, between, you know, $30 and $36 an hour. And we're going to set you up with an interview. So at this point, I'm kind of invested and I'm desperate for a job because I lost the last one. So then I go to the interview and he's like, yeah, you know, the most we could pay. Well, actually, I'm sorry. At the interview, they didn't even talk about that. They talked about the job. I asked them about you know, basically the hours and all that kind of stuff, and if there's layoffs, and they said no, and all that stuff. Okay, so then the same guy, the recruiter I was talking to, calls me back and then offers me. He said, well, you know, we can hire you at $27 an hour. And I said, well, I thought we were talking over 30 here. I was making 35. You know, the ad said, you know, you could pay up to $36 an hour. You know, what's going on? And then he says, let me make a phone call. I'll call you back. So then they come back and they say, well, the most we could pay is 28. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, well, fuck. You know, that sucks. Like, I don't want to make $28 an hour. That's what is that? 35 to 28. What is that? $7 an hour difference. That's a huge drop. But then he, you know, we were discussing it further and stuff like that. And he says, well, if you're at a certain job site, you get prevailing wage, and then he explained it to me and stuff like that. So on certain job sites, I can make more money. Mind you, I'm a month in, haven't seen it. So, and I'm being laid off. So, what I'm discovering is, it's just bullshit, dude. They lure you in here with false, you know, promises, lies, and lowballing. And let me paint the picture for you now. My first weekend, my boss tells me, oh, we had to let go of the guy that you're replacing because he hit a wire with the dump truck. Okay. Now they're laying me off. He comes to me yesterday and he says, you know, oh, I'm sorry, you know, we're cutting back. We got to lay you off or whatever. So now I'm painting a picture. Within this past month, they let that guy go, and they needed someone for the remainder of the month before they were going to lay everybody off. They still needed more work done, so they hired me, pretty much knowing full well that they were going to lay me off. Not only that, they nickel and dime me on the way in, like, to $28 an hour. You had no intentions of paying me more than 1 month of pay, and you wouldn't even meet me at $30 an hour for 1 month of pay. I mean, how much more would that have been to you? You know what I mean? So this is the nonsense. This is the bullshit. Like, they got me. They got me. You know, they got me for a month of, you know, of labor. Now I'm freaking unemployed again. And not only that, they nickel and dime me on the 1 month that I was here. And I was making $35 an hour. Now you're only paying me $28. You promised me fucking 30 to 36. And I only took this job because I needed a job. And I actually had another job lined up that I was going to take. But this one seemed more promising considering my interview and the talks I had with these people and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, this seems like a better job. I've heard about this company. It's bigger and stuff like that. It was the more promising one to go with. But now I'm screwed. And the position for the other job I was looking at has been filled. I received the freaking thing on Indeed that has been filled. So this is the nonsense. This is the nonsense. Like, you can't win. You can't win. Like, you do your part. You have the interview. You have the discussion. They you know, make sure that they answer your questions with all the right answers. And it's all lies. It's all lies and bullshit. And here I am, unemployed again. They got the best of me for a month. Live and learn. Live and learn, but what can you do? Even when you know the information that you're supposed to know and ask the right questions, they still get you. They still get you. This is why I don't care about jobs. I don't care. I will take a job. And if I'm sick, I'll call in sick. If I got shit going on at home and I gotta go, I gotta go. Even though for the last month I haven't had anything going on. Like, you know, I try to like do my best and not be a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, I come first. My family comes first. So, and I've learned that. Don't let a job come first because they don't care about you. They don't care about you, and then you come to find out they kicked you in the teeth and they underpaid you and they had no intentions of keeping you and they got the best of you.